Well, do you see anything different? What's wrong with this tractor? Well, if you give up, I'll tell you a little story. The other day, me and the girls finally got down to the bottom field where I cut the trees around the edge of it about a month and a half or 2 months ago, and got that brush out of the field so I can start working on the rest of the field. And I went to drive out onto the field, and clunk, the muffler fell off. Got knocked off by a branch. So, as if I haven't done enough to the old beast, now I get to put a muffler on it. And it looks like with a tractor, you not only buy a muffler, you also have to get the parts to attach it to the tractor. So, that's where I'm at with that. So now, let's take a walk out and feed the piggies. See how they're doing. While we're on the way, we can take a look at the garden. We got 2 1/4 inches of rain yesterday. A lot of water in one day, but look at them peas taking off. Even though these got nibbled down, those over there are really starting to grow. Doing well, they are. We'll be eating peas before too long, it looks like. These guys, I had to dump them out this morning. Here's my habanero, my 4 serrano peppers. Something's coming up here, munching on my, now let's see, that was a Brussels sprout, and that was a cauliflower, if I'm not mistaken. My bok choy never did make a head, it just bolted almost immediately. But the first 6 broccoli plants are doing very well. If you look closely, you'll see nice little head forming there in that one. And see, there's a teeny tiny little, nope, but that one's got one in it. So they're doing okay. I got that post pulled up out of here while I had the tractor on the yard. I'm not going to be taking the tractor anywhere out in the yard for a few days after 2 1/4 inches of rain. I planted some seeds there, but I don't see any signs of them. I don't see any signs of them coming up. Let me prop this door open so I can see what I'm doing. And what we'll do is we'll get a nice scoop of this food here. That wasn't quite full, so I'm a little more. They're getting bigger now. They're eating more. And I'm running out of cracked corn. Center cracked corn's almost $10 a bag, and the higher grade food is only $12 a bag. I only got the corn because they were ripped bags and hardly had anything missing, and got them for half price. I got 20 pounds for the price of 10. I put this in yesterday, or a couple of days ago. You can kind of see it's starting to grow there, starting to pop out up here already. That is a Weigela, Weigela. You can look that up if you want. Beautiful, beautiful bush. Hard to find though. Aldi has it. And then I don't know if you can see that little guy, but that is a purple lilac. I put him in the ground a few days ago. Both of them are taking off and doing really well. Yes, this is another update video. But since I'm not getting any work done today, I just wanted to take you around, show you what a couple inches of rain does out here. Piggies! Yep, that's how I holler at them. You gotta have a name. Piggies! That means it's feeding time. You know what that means. But first, as usual, I've got to move their feed dish out from under the wire so that they can eat. I got to do the same thing with their water dishes, because for some reason they like to push them right up to the fence. Whoever said pigs are smarter than dogs evidently never had both. Oh, Oh, they must not have been able to get in there for a while. They're thirsty. Look at them go. If you quit pushing it up under the fence like that, you wouldn't have that problem. Fake them out, otherwise they get in the way, get covered with it, end up wearing it. Goofy pigs. Now they're going to fight and knock a bunch of it out on the ground so that they can't eat it. Let me see if I can't get their water dishes moved a little farther out so that they can get a drink, because they'll just push them right back up under the fence. It won't take them long neither. And once they get them up under the fence, then they won't touch them, apparently. They sure acted thirsty. May have to go turn the hose on and fill their dishes. For some reason they pushed this one clear up under the fence. I took it, I put it down there and stepped on it, squished it down into the mud so they wouldn't, and they still did. Goofy pigs. Bacon on the left, sausage on the right. Bacon's got that big white area, like the fat on a piece of bacon. That's why I named him that. Well, everything's starting to look beautiful around here. It's starting to look springy. Late spring, everything's greening up. Everything's greening up. We're shortly going to be getting these guys out into this whole paddock here. You can see that fence right over there. And follow this fence down to the corner back there. All that green stuff out there, they're going to get to tear all that up. They'll be happy in here for quite some time. By the time they tear all that up, they'll probably be too big to get out of there. That's okay. With the price of lumber, I'm not going to be building what I wanted to build. I was going to put them over here, put them out in this field. What I was going to do, make a kind of a long skinny field. I don't know if you can see those trees right there. They kind of stick out into the field a little bit. I'm going to run a fence up to about here and then over and then back by that shed over there and down that tree line over there that you see over here. And I was going to put it, that'd be about a good acre, maybe a little more. And I was going to split that in half, let them be on one for a little while. When they eat it all up, I'll let them go down to the other one and block them out of this one. And in the field that we cleared, I'll show you some pictures of, I probably already did earlier, is down, you go down to the bottom here, take the trail around. I have an earlier video where I cleared that out to get out into that field. And it's probably more like an acre and a half. So we've got all that. That was the plan. That was the original plan, to put the pigs down there, but it's not looking like that's going to be the case. Not this year. Not unless the price of lumber drops like a rock. Here's a better view of what I was talking about. Putting their paddock basically right down a long skinny one and then kind of cutting it in half here. So they'd have two. They'd have an area up here, and I was going to put some pallet fencing and a barn, and then I'd just build them a little temporary shelter for down there. And then when they got big, the last 50 pounds or so, when they're really big and I don't have to worry about animals attacking them, I'm going to put them behind that tree line in the farthest one. But I don't know if we're going to get to do that this year. There's the lake down there. Nice view of the lake. Got it all cleared out. Got the canoe down there. And then what we're going to do now is walk over and take another quick look at the garden, because things are popping up fast. We skipped the first one of these, but you can see this guy's got them little buds coming out on him. No leaves yet. Still haven't gotten an actual leaf on this pecan tree. Hopefully it won't be long. A good 2 inches of rain. You can see we end up with a little swamp over in that area. There's There's the second blueberry bush I bought. Here's the first one, going crazy. Purple raspberry, still struggling in there. Need to pull the weeds up around him by hand. I don't see any signs of my spearmint coming up, but thankfully I do see some signs. If you'll see them in there, the grapevine's starting to grow 2 new sprouts out the side. So whoever ends up being the biggest sprout gets to grow up here. Rhubarb once again. Looky what we have here. This is my Golden Delicious. Made a little flower. I don't see any other flowers coming up, but he's got leaves coming out all the way up. And we have our other apple tree here, the Honeycrisp. I'm sure they've got plenty of water in the soil. It's puddled up right next to them there. Like I said, it's a swamp across here. I can't take a look at that other one, that other pecan, because he's over there in the swamp. Another view of the lake. I'll get you up kind of high so you can see it real well. The pear trees, this one here was just about killed by those honeysuckle vines. Yeah, that's what those are, honeysuckle vines. In this area, they just take over. They're an invasive weed. I got 2 tomatoes there, 1 tomato there, 1 tomato there, got a tomato there, tomato there. He is not very big, but that's a tomato right there by the rock. And then here's one here. There's the best looking one. Those are some beefsteaks that I planted. The radishes are coming up over there. I can't get back there to see the tomatoes, aroma style. You can see a couple of squash come up in there. I got my pepper here, pepper there, pepper there. There's Tubby. He wants some love. Hi, Tub. Hi, Tubby. What are you doing, huh? There's the other peppers. The other 4, I bought them. We put some asparagus in here. I don't see any signs of life on that yet. But you can see there that, and I don't know what exactly happened there. Those are cucumbers, bush style. The first part of the row came up really well, but you see the rest of the row. There's one there in the middle, looks like it might be coming up. Then the collard greens, when you stand here at the end of the row, it's pretty easy to see them collard greens. They're really starting to take off. And so are the carrots. And then, of course, the garlic. We still got nice piles of wood here that we need to stack. We're going to have to be careful now because we didn't get them stacked early enough. There's probably a snake decided it wants to live in there. I'll end up shooting a snake, but if it's a poisonous snake, I want them out of here. So I got no problem with that. And here we are looking at the cherry trees. If you look carefully, you'll see the occasional cherry up there. There's a couple there. There's a nice cherry right there. There it is. There it is. Not a whole lot of them. We got lots of blossoms, but not lots of cherries. But these trees were horribly neglected. Horribly neglected. I trimmed them back really hard. So having fruit at all, I think, is quite the blessing. So that's where we are here today. I'm going to probably be busy tomorrow. Thursday, I will be working on remodeling the bedroom into a bathroom. So maybe I'll show you how that's going when that time comes. So that's everything for today. Oh, one more thing. And you might have saw it at the beginning of the video, and I forgot to mention it. Let me get up here real quick and show you. Quick as I can. Run, 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 run. Everything's just coming out. Everything's coming to life. Got the driveway worked on. See how I've got it. Oh, out almost to the house. I gotta finish the driveway off and widen it and straighten it, but there. Just got that today, $3,200. 167,000 miles, runs really well. Runs really well. Other than that little bit of rust at the bottom on here, and on the other side matching rust. It looks nice. It's got a roof rack for putting the ladder on. 6,500 pounds towing capacity. 8-cylinder. Gets 15 and 19. Average of 17. I think I did well. If it runs as well as I think it does, and it can do all the things it's supposed to be able to do, 4-wheel drive and everything. You can see it's got the tow bar set on there and everything. I could be able to replace the old truck with it. The old truck's got a lot of work needs done on it. And I've already put a lot of money in it. I don't want to put any more in it. My project out here, got this going on too. I got to get the PTO shaft off there. It's just a snap ring in there. I've got to figure out how to get it out of there. I put a new PTO shaft on it. I'm pretty sure that's going to work. Got to put some oil in there, and I'm pretty sure it's going to work. Pretty sure. I got that fixed up. We used it the other day. There's the mulch pile and the rock pile. They haven't changed. That's where we are here on Spring Holler Farms. We're making progress. Making progress. I was hoping to get some cabins built this year for people to come and stay in, but I don't see that happening this year. Maybe next year. Over there at the end of the house, we're planning on putting on a bedroom addition, 12 feet off the end of the house, 12 by 28 total. And I still haven't got the guy out here to do the cement yet because it won't stop raining. Rain, rain, rain. Isn't that a beautiful oak tree? I just love big white oaks like that. Love them. Had one in Illinois that had 3 branches as big as that whole tree. It was huge, huge. It was probably here when the Declaration of Independence was signed, and they were probably sitting under the shade of it then. There's some nice trees around here. So thank you once again for watching. Please subscribe. Please subscribe. We're going to work on getting some more content and better content in the future.